You know we had to do a podcast, right?
What's your name, fat buddy?
Of course, you were looking food. What the hell?
I'm not fat. I'm big boned.
I'm gonna eat it.
You owe me for one jelly donut!
Fat motherfucker.
Listen to it. My wife said no one's gonna listen to us.
I've got bigger titties than you do!
Bullshit, because nobody fucking had geese back at that point for a bigger guy.
I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I might be somebody's shot of whiskey.
You can't think about, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds, and think about winning that day.
Fucking, I want a cheeseburger and a milkshake. Welcome to episode 25 of the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast. I'm your host, Juan Santiago, and how you guys been? How has your week been? My week has been great up until about an hour ago, and my fucking week went to shit. We had our daughter on our bed. We just, she was awake. She was just looking, staring at the ceiling, laughing, giggling. And then she starts to poop, and man, it sounded bad. So we start making kind of jokes like, "Man, that sounds horrible." So pick her up. Noticed that she had it seeped through. So we're like, oh shit, let's go ahead and let's take the bed sheets off and put them in the washing machine. Well, somehow my phone took the ride in the washing machine with it, or I'm sorry, in the bed sheets into the washing machine, and I didn't find it until about mid-cycle, halfway through the cycle. My phone is dead, probably. I got it in rice. Let's see what happens. I just fucking got it. Just got it. Just, the 7 when the 8s went on sale. I go, you know what? I'm gonna pick up a 7 because my 6 was cracked. So pick up the 7S or the 7, not 7S, 7 Plus, the big one. I didn't want to get an 8. I didn't want to spend the extra money. I should have probably. I think the 8's water resistant. Fucking probably should have. Not, hindsight's always 20/20. But for the time being, I'm gonna be phoneless. It fucking sucks. But let's see. I'm actually kind of not glad that this happened, but I'm gonna see what I can do, because I do know sometimes I check the gram and I check Twitter way too much, and so let's see how this changes, right? Last night was Bellator 186, and I was talking back and forth with Chadwick Church, who's been a guest on the podcast before, and he's fucking huge fan, and he knows, such an MMA fan that he knows like just all types of weird fucking background information and whatnot. Anyways, we were talking back and forth, going back and while we were watching the Bellator card, and we said, "Hey, let's go ahead and recap 186, and then talk about 217." So that's what we did after Bellator 186. We caught up, recorded a little podcast. Then we went fucking just explored, and me and this guy can just talk about anything, and that's that's today's episode. But before we get to that, I want to tell you guys something, and I know a lot of people have been requesting this, so this is one of the things I cooked this week, and I saw it on Facebook, and I said, you know what, I want to try this. It's a bacon cheeseburger. The cheese is in the burger, and then it's wrapped with bacon. So, what I did was took about a half a pound of ground beef, flattened it out, made patties out of it. And you can make them how big or how small you want. I think mine, I used the whole half pound. Go big or go home, right? So I took I made the half pound. I made 2 patties basically. Then I took chunks of cheese, and I'm not talking like I took what was it? What did I have? Cheddar, or is it Colby Jack? I think it was Colby. This one. So we took just cubes of Colby cheese, put it in there, put the other patty on top, then wrap that bitch with bacon. And we use 3 on one side, then turned it 3 on the other. So about 6 slices of bacon. You let that sit for a little bit, and I don't know where how you guys live or how you guys cook. Here in Florida, it's very common for people to have electric ranges, electric stovetops. I was born where originally from Chicago. Everybody used gas, fucking used gas, and you lose a lot cooking on electric versus gas. Anyways. So, I like to cook on gas sometimes. So I take it outside to my grill, and I got that little side burner, which is also great because then when I'm cooking that bacon, the house don't really fucking get that bacon smell, which is a great smell. It's just, man, sometimes you don't want your house smelling like food, So what I did was I heated up the pan for about 5 or 6 minutes. Drop some olive oil in there, and the olive oil was so ready to be cooked on. That thing was water basically. It was just it was nice and hot, just perfect. Take that bacon wrap burger, slap it on the pan, hear it sizzle for a while. I left it on for about 3 minutes. Looked at it. It was still kind of needed some time, so I left it on longer. Then, obviously flipped it for about 5 or 6 minutes total. Then did the sides. After all that, stuck it in the. I don't like turning on the big oven, so I put it in a conventional oven, those small ones. Countertop ovens. That did take a little bit longer to cook in there, only because those things aren't that great. They get hot quick, but I don't think they're the best. Right? They're not the most efficient. So I could have done better by putting it in the actual oven. But let me tell you, that fucking burger was the best. And what I did is I had the burger. And I should have had, lettuce, maybe a tomato, some avocado. But I just had a small avocado with it and the burger, and it was just amazing. And it actually kept me pretty full all day yesterday. I actually had this yesterday. To the point where after I trained last night, I had a cup of almond milk, and I was just like, nah, I'm not hungry. I got the almond milk just for, flavoring and for something. for some calories, for some fat, but it wasn't. I wasn't hungry, so I didn't eat. That's, to me, I love the fact that there's times where I'm just not hungry, and it's not like I'm starving myself or anything. I'm just, I can eat. Like, don't get it twisted. I can always eat, but I love the fact that I've now learned when I'm eating because I'm hungry, or I'm eating just to be gluttonous. Let me tell you, I'm about to turn 35 next week. And it's taken me damn near that long to figure this shit out. Like, I've always eaten until I was bloated. You know, whether that be finishing a meal in a meal and a half, or stuffing down a meal and a bunch of like chips and stuff like that. That was me. I would do that. I wouldn't stop eating till definitely what I ordered was done, or until I felt bloated. That's how I knew I was full, and obviously that's the wrong way to live. And I really hope that one day you feel it. That you know, oh shit, that's what he's talking about. Like, that's where I'm satiated. I don't need any, yeah, I could definitely stuff myself and, and fit it in, but I don't need to. So that takes, it takes a while, and you may never even notice it. It's just one day the switch flips. Well, that's my son calling me. Gotta start heading out, pick up his friends. We're gonna go see Thor today. Actually, we got to do some. We got a little Cub Scout family fun day planned, and then after that, I'm gonna take the kids. We're gonna go see Thor. So hopefully, we have a good time. Hopefully, you guys have a great weekend. If you're gonna go see Thor, tell me how you like it. Tweet me, Instagram me. I'm gonna get back to everybody. I just, I don't have a phone right now, so it'd probably be. It takes a little longer. It's gonna take a little bit longer to get a hold of me, but I respond to everyone's messages. Love you guys. Thank you for all your support. Japan, you guys are amazing, and the love I'm getting from the Japanese fans is so crazy that I'm actually considering doing an IBJJF event, not like anytime near future, maybe in late 2018, early 2019, but I want to see if I can go out there and do an IBJJF event, because I think that'd be great. I think that'd be cool to connect with some of those some of the podcast listeners in Japan. So, like I said, thank you. Have a great weekend. Here is the recap of Bellator 186 and the breakdown of UFC 217 with Chadwick Church. Thanks a lot, Fatleets. Peace. Hey, Chad, what's up, and welcome back to the Fat Boy Jiu-Jitsu podcast. How you been, buddy?
Busy as a motherfucker, dude.
You just moved fucking cross country.
I got married.
Yeah,
I moved cross country. I tried to fucking continue to do school. I got trying to set up a house. Man, it's been crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy.
That's crazy, man. But you guys are doing good?
Yeah. We starting to get settled in. I'm sure you saw my wall of TV that I just set up. I
did see the wall of TV. I also saw your bathroom. I can't wait to destroy it.
Oh, my beautiful Packers bathroom?
Yeah, that horrible bathroom.
Man, I tell you what, I got the best wife ever. She lets me fucking set up a Packers bathroom, and I got a 60 and a 43-inch TV on the living room wall.
Awesome. Kind of living like a frat house, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, she knows the whole reason we got the 2 TVs is because I watch way too much sports. like if there's a fight on, I'm watching that motherfucker, dude. And she just like recently got into video games with me. So she likes to play Lego Adventures.
Nice.
So it's like we can put on the big TV, I can put on the fights, and if I want to, I can mute it because I don't need to hear anything. And then we can throw on the video games on the second TV.
Legit. That's a way to pass time, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we don't go out and do much. We don't go out and hang out very often.
Well,
so we wanted
in school.
Yeah, and we wanted to make sure that like if we didn't want to, we don't have to leave the house. So we're trying to set it up to like it's our own little sanctuary.
That's awesome. That's good. So, man, I got you on. We wanted to talk and go over this Bellator card that we just saw. Honestly, I just saw the main card. I actually started at the Ed Ruth fight. I was
you mean
training.
Ed Ruth almost killed a man?
Yes, that one. Yes.
So I'm a huge college wrestling fan, dude. It was awesome for me because it takes place at Penn State University, and they've won 6 of the last 7 national championships. They've won the last 2 with a record of 30-0. So it's just huge for the wrestling community to have like a card like this come together.
All under the privilege of Chael Sanderson.
Yeah, and Chael was there doing commentary during the Ed Ruth card. Yeah, Ed Ruth, right?
Was it that? No, there was a Phil Davis.
No, yeah, which honestly was the worst fight of the night. Like that Phil Davis fight was just like exactly what everyone thought it was going to be.
Yep, I agree. But it was. I mean, it's hard not to root for Phil Davis, but and as a jiu-jitsu player, of course, I wanted to see Leo Lecce win. But man, Phil did an awesome job. That was for what he could do. He was worried about takedowns and stuff, and
I know you were out training, so that's why I tagged you in that highlight reel knockout in the prelim.
Tywin Claxton, that was his debut fight.
Yeah, debut pro fight.
Yes.
Yeah, he was 7-0 as an amateur, I think they said, but I call it a Superman flying knee because he jumped from like a quarter of the way across the cage.
Yep, off the other leg, and
yeah,
like that was a legit knockout. I mean, the guy just went stiff. That was crazy.
Yeah. But the undercard was real solid. I actually just took up a little hobby. I don't know how long it's going to last because I don't know how much I really like writing for them. But I started writing for like one of the MMA sites, and I did a big story for like my first published story, I guess I should say. But it was like how this card was going to benefit the wrestling community, and it focused on the wrestlers. I guess I should have focused on Tywin Claxton fucking flying across the cage
instead of the wrestlers, but the wrestlers all did a great job.
Yeah, man. Oh, my boy Bader fucking making his first title defense. That makes it official. He's the true champion now.
True champion, and he looked good. He looked good.
His in and out movement since he started training with God damn, I cannot pronounce his name. His coach there, the guy who used to be with Jose Aldo and Renan Brau down there in Brazil. I can't pronounce his fucking name. I can't even think of what it goes like. But yeah, he used to be Renan Brau and Jose Aldo's coach.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't remember people's names, man. I'm horrible with names.
Dude, I'm terrible. I fucking met both my neighbors, and I still can't tell you their names.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that because I don't know my neighbors, and it's always awkward because I see them and I'm like, oh, hi. Yeah, have a nice day. I'm ruined the day they come and try to talk to me because I'm like, I don't remember who you are.
Well, like, I lived on the West Coast for 12 years, and every year, dude, you know, you buy candy, you got it in the house, you wait for the trick-or-treaters to come, they never come, you eat the bag of candy, you call it good. So this year, I take the dogs out to go for a walk, and I see this, like, cluster of children just appear out of nowhere, and I was like, we have trick-or-treaters! I'm, like, running back to the house, I'm like, come on, dogs, come on! I'm, like, running inside, I'm like, I know I got bags of candy stashed somewhere. And so the neighbors come over and they're like, hi, yeah, those people. The next day, all I remember is, like, the kids' names. That was, like, the last name they gave me, and I didn't have time to lock in the other names. I was like, damn it.
You're going to be the creep calling the little kids' names.
Be like, hey, Scarlett's mom.
Mrs. Scarlett's mom.
Yeah. Most people are like, I'm still trying to get used to this Tennessee lifestyle where, you know, people say hi to you and they wave and they're not assholes.
So you really experienced it was that bad for you on the West Coast?
Oh, dude, in Oregon especially, people just walk around with their fucking heads down, just that's all you get from people. You don't talk to people, you don't, like, wave at them, you don't have any conversation with them. And here, and, like, we got a neighbor who lives, like, 4 houses down the street. Every time they drive by the house, they're, like, waving at me, and I'm like, hi, people. But then you put them behind the fucking wheel of a car, and they're a bunch of assholes. So it's kind of a counterbalance.
Not getting around good over there.
But yeah, it's definitely a change for me. I mean, it's a definite slower pace style of life around here.
That's good. Well, hope you enjoy it. I know you be here for a while or be on the East Coast for a while, so you know. And shit, at least now when we do podcasts, we're not fucking 3 or 4 time zones away.
Right? Yeah, it's I was like, oh, he wants to podcast at 9:30. Wait, what time is that? Oh, wait, we're only an hour difference now. Cool.
Oh, you're still in... Shit, I didn't realize Tennessee was...
Tennessee's on... My half of Tennessee is on Chicago time. The other half of Tennessee is on your time.
Motherfucker. I just figured it was all Tennessee was on the Eastern Standard Time. Oh, that's not bad. So 8:30 is not bad for you.
Oh, no, dude. Like, right now, like, I'm just focusing on school. So, like, I don't have to get up in the morning. Just, the wife's working, like, crazy fucking hours. But, like, and on the West Coast, you can share a car. Because every place has awesome public transportation. Well, I kind of live in the country now. And you ain't going nowhere unless you're walking a few miles or you got your own car.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Florida, man, down here. And you know what? And let me say, I don't know that well about Miami, but Central Florida, man, their public transportation sucks. And they're putting on a train from Miami to Orlando. Let's see how well that goes. But yeah, down here, you know what? Actually, where I live now in Fort Myers, it has better public transportation, and I think it's all because of the retirees.
That makes sense. I just heard from somebody. I don't remember where the fuck I was at. But Amazon was thinking about bringing a bunch of jobs here, but they don't want to bring them to this area because there's no public transportation, and the people who tend to work for Amazon like to ride public transportation.
Really?
So, and then I guess I heard on the news there's like a whole thing about how they want to put in like technically like a light rail system, if you're familiar with the light rail type trains.
Yeah.
They want to put that in Nashville, but the people here don't want to pay the taxes to do it, even though it would bring in a crazy amount of jobs.
Yeah, what can you do? These sometimes they don't plan shit well or look at shit correctly. What can I say?
Yeah, and it's just growing so exponentially here. Like, everything starts in Nashville and just works one direction or the other and just grows, just crazy growth.
So is it the Vegas of the East Coast?
Well, technically, like Vegas, well, I would say growth-wise, yeah. Yeah, because I moved to Vegas. When I moved to Vegas, it was 2005, and it was still, like, kind of booming when I moved there. And when I left Vegas is when, like we had that huge economic collapse in, like, 2009.
Yeah.
And everything was just faltering, and the housing bubble was bursting and everything. But yeah, this place kind of reminds me of it but it's more spread out. Like Vegas, you have Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson. Here, it starts in Nashville and works down the I-65 corridor. And so it hits like Franklin, that's where all the famous people live. And then you go to Spring Hill, and that's kind of like the new up-and-coming hipster millennial area. Like Whole Foods is going in there. And then you have Columbia, which is booming off from the people who don't want to live in Spring Hill. And then we live in the next town down, which is called Lewisburg, which apparently is where fainting goats were developed, because the weekend we moved here, they had the Goat and Music Festival, and everyone had to tell us about fainting goats.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Tell me about it.
They're goats. So when they get scared, they're like possums. They just shut down and they fall over, and fucking, it's like a defense mechanism. Festival. It was the weekend we were moving into our house. So, but if you're familiar with any country music at all, you know the band Lone Star, and Lone Star and John Michael Montgomery played at this festival for free.
Oh shit! So it's a big deal.
Oh yeah, I guess like the population here like tripled.
I was just trying to see. I got kind of an echo on your end.
It might be my room because I don't have anything in here.
It just started. It just started.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's like my whole house echoes because we moved from like we had a 900 square foot apartment, but we had a roommate who lived in 110 square feet of it. And so we moved from that, and now we have like a 1,200 square foot house. And so, like, we don't have shit. Like, my office right now, well, this is not even joking, this is where I'm doing my podcast, is 2 folding tables set up at different heights. That's my desk right now because I haven't picked out what desk I want to put in here.
That works.
That works. Yeah, so I got a janky-ass office, and then, like, and tubs, and my creepy BSN 40 grams of protein Forrest Griffin poster that I stole like 7 years ago.
Well, get that stuff put up. Get yourself all nice and cozy at home.
We're like moving room by room, and then like, you know, we start in one room and we do that room, and then we move to the next room and do that room. And then last night I got a little, we have a friend in the house, and his name is Cecil the fucking Mouse. And so I've been trying to catch that motherfucker. And as soon as the wife heard that we had a mouse in the house, it was called the Exterminator, and get them out here on a quarterly basis. So I had to deal with the Exterminator guy today, who could have been Jesus' brother because he was about 840 years old.
Holy shit.
But yeah.
Retire.
Yeah, he was like Parkinson's, shaky, and everything. I was like worried for his safety. I was like, have you been exposed to too many chemicals over the years? Or what's going on here, man? Wow. Oh, and before I forget, congratulations on being under 300 there, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That's, man, that, it took a while, and then when it fucking finally happened, I legit cried about it because it was something that it seemed like it was never going to happen.
Yeah. Like, as soon as you hit triple digits on any weight loss, I know that feeling, man. You get like an overwhelming feeling. It's fucking insane.
Yes. And now I'm like addicted to it. Which I don't know if it's vanity or what. Like, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I'm kind of just like addicted to it. The feeling of it.
I've been looking for gyms here, like anything, and I'm like, man, I just can't justify spending the money on these gyms for what they offer. So, like, I've been talking to you about rowers and stuff, and I was talking to the wife, and with Black Friday coming up, I think I'm just going to buy the stuff from my own little mini gym and just have it in the yard.
That's kind of what I do, man. I mean, besides the jiu-jitsu school that I go to, I kind of do all my own workouts at home between the row and the weights that I have. And I found a guy here, like locally, that sells plates at a discount. You know, too bad I can't have them. You know, it's a bitch when they have to ship. You know, that's where they make the money, or that's where you spend all the money because of shipping those fucking plates. But that kind of helped me. And the rower, like I fucking bought a treadmill 2-3 years ago, and let me tell you, that bitch is still folded up in the garage, and I don't use it because it's a fucking treadmill. Like, I don't like running. The rower, I fell in love with it because it's so easy to do. It really is, and it's such a good workout.
Yeah, the wife was like, "Oh, you want to get a rower? I love doing the rower." So, like, we're talking about just putting the rower right in the middle of the living room, so that way when I'm watching fucking TV, just fucking get a row on.
I've watched the entire season of Luke Cage on the rower.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's like we have a couch in our living room, and she's like, "Yeah, we'll just put the rower over in the corner, and then when people come over, be like, that's your seat, bitch."
That's a good one. And you know what though, the concept too, they fold up pretty nice, and they come apart. If you have to stick them in a little closet, you kind of can.
Yeah, like I said, we don't have shit, so we got plenty of room in the living room. And like you saw my TV wall, dude. I can set up a TV, you know, and I put everything on movable mounts, so those TVs come out and they twist in any direction I want them to.
Those articulating mounts are so the best things for fucking flat panels nowadays.
Oh, dude, I'll throw out a cheap ass plug right now. Fucking Mounting Dream. I got them on Amazon. I got them for my little TVs for like $24.99, and my big TV was like $75.
That's not bad at all. Shit.
No, and they are solid.
Have you walked into a Best Buy and see how much they want for a TV mount?
Oh yeah, dude. Even fucking Costco was more expensive than just because the box said Sanus on there, Sanos or whatever the hell they call them.
Really?
Yeah, it was like Costco's cheapest mount was like $99.99, and it was literally one where you could tilt it at a 15-degree angle, and that was it.
That's what made it special.
Yeah, my big my 60-inch TV now comes out like, I think it's 16 inches, moves at a full fucking flex both ways, and tilts up and down 15 degrees.
Damn, that's a nice amount, man. Well, good job finding this shit on Amazon. I love fucking Amazon. I spend a lot of money on Amazon.
Oh, dude, when you live in the country and fucking you ain't got no car and you're sitting at home by yourself and the wife says, "Hey, we should get some stuff for the house." Next thing you know, you have a 20-piece Amazon order coming on 6 different delivery trucks, and the credit card bill is going up. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it happened, but I'm saying it happened.
Fucking credit cards.
Yeah. I didn't realize how expensive owning a house was. So for all you people who are trying to buy a house, you will buy a house and then you will spend a lot of fucking money right off the bat.
Oh, it never fails. And shit, you're going through that move, right? And I got to do this shit in 2 months. I'm leaving Southwest Florida and I'm going back up to Central Florida, and fuck, and we're downsizing. I rent a bigger house here. That was kind of the kicker. How I got the wife to make the move. I said, okay, we'll get something bigger. We'll get a bigger space. That lasted 2 years.
Yeah, dude. We got lucky because my wife's company actually moved us. So like they came and packed up the house, put it on a semi, and fucking moved it for us. But then we got to Tennessee and we were supposed to close on our house on like a Tuesday. So we busted our ass to drive across the United States, dude. Like 12-hour days in the car, fucking finally get to Tennessee, and we didn't end up closing on the house until like 4:15 in the afternoon on Friday.
Oh shit. And
yeah, so like my stress level was through the fucking roof, dude. I was like literally at a point where I told her, I was like, if we don't have this house by 4 o'clock today, we are going up into Murfreesboro. We are renting a fucking apartment. We are calling the trucking company and hoping they can deliver it to that place. I'm like, I'm punching a whole lot of motherfuckers in the face along the way. And she's like, okay.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah, I was like literally like nothing like living, and we were literally living in our car, like bouncing around between motels with us two, our 2 dogs, which luckily they're small, anything that we could pack into the car, and we had been living out of a like medium-sized, soft-sided cooler that I bought at Columbia when I worked there for 12 days.
That does not sound fun. But then again, I'm also the one that I'm trying to buy us a trailer, a travel trailer, like just a little camper.
Oh, dude, that's like our dream. Like, if my wife had her way in like 15 years, we would literally live in an RV and just follow NASCAR around.
Oh, you guys like NASCAR?
Okay, so here's the fucked up story of my relationship in a little basket. We got together for some odd reason. She goes into NASCAR, so she got me into NASCAR because I used to get free tickets at work, and when I worked in Arizona. So we went to NASCAR, and the first time I went to NASCAR, I was like, "This is the fucking. Why would I want to go to fucking NASCAR? Fucking bunch of cars driving in circles. Somebody better fucking crash." You know, and then I get there and I'm like, this place is pretty fucking cool. And then she tells me, well, you could have brought like a 12-pack of beer and drank it in the parking lot before you went into the race. And I'm like, what do you mean I could have brought a 12-pack of beer? Why did we not stop at the fucking store? And then then I got her into a professional wrestling. So that was our white trash trade-off. And now now I got her playing fantasy football this season. And just based off of my conversations I have from people like you and my buddy Sam, she can school pretty much anybody in MMA. So it's a give and take relationship. I give a bunch of fucking white trash shit to her and sports stuff, and she gave me NASCAR.
I haven't actually been to a NASCAR race, and I've wanted to, and I get sometimes free tickets from work, and I just never gone. But I have gone to Daytona for the Rolex, and I fucking love the Rolex. That's my type. I love turning left and right.
Oh, well, I mean, there's road courses in NASCAR now.
Really?
No, we should meet in the fucking most exciting track in NASCAR. It's the one in Talladega, where they do over 200 miles an hour the whole entire race. There's no brakes.
What? I did not know that.
Talladega has like some crazy banking. Like the bottom of the track and the top of the track is like 40-foot difference in height.
What?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, so the best way I can describe it is, you know those things around. Yeah, you know the thing you put the penny in and you fucking watch it go around? It's like that. It's where Dale Earnhardt Sr. died.
Okay.
So they always say when you watch Talladega, just wait for the big one. And when the big one happens, it's going to happen. Yeah, it'll take out like half the field, dude. It's insane. But it's like when we moved to Tennessee, she literally mapped out all the different tracks we could drive to in a weekend. And I mapped out all the different places where there's usual MMA and football events that we could drive to in a weekend.
Happy medium. That's how you. Hey man, that's how you guys stay happy.
Yeah. So, but yeah, NASCAR. I wasn't into it until I went and saw it live, and now I'm like kind of half-ass addicted to it. So,
well,
you'll have that.
That happened to me with EDC, with that electronic music.
Which you're going to next weekend, right?
Next weekend, yes, sir. I'm excited.
I was told to tell you by the wife that she is very jealous.
I know. I'm so lucky. Those were my birthday present gifts for my wife. My early birthday present gifts for my wife. So I'm excited. Hopefully I can make it both days. Last year was rough. The first day was all right. It was that second day that kills you.
Well, I got a feeling that within the next couple years we'll be coming down to go with you because she wants to go to EDC so fucking bad it's ridiculous. She really wants to go to one in Vegas.
That'd be awesome. Man, see, and that's the thing. We're trying to every year build up for the 2 days because then you could bookend Vegas. 3 days doing that in Vegas I think would be rough. 3 nights. I mean, I'm fucking old already, man. I'm 35.
I've lived in Vegas, and we were vacationing in Vegas when there was EDC going on, and you see like 18-year-old kids who can't fucking handle that shit for 3 days.
It's fucking rough.
I'd be drinking like 10 bottles of Pedialyte a day.
With that and the heat in Vegas is the problem too. The night heat.
Yeah, it's still fucking hot, dude. Like, funny story. So we went for vacation. EDC was going on. We actually lost a member of our party, and he ended up at EDC for like 2 days. Doesn't know how he got there, who we went there with, how he left, how he got back to the hotel. We saw him the first night we were in Vegas, and we didn't see him again until like 15 minutes before everyone was piling into cars to leave.
Did he have a good time?
Apparently, dude, he was fucking rock star. But yeah, he was crazy. That dude was fucking insane. But he had a hangover experience. We lost him for a whole weekend.
That's awesome. So, my man, let's talk about UFC 217.
Oh man, dude, this card is fucking jacked.
Yeah, did you just see the one guy that got pulled for the fucking anti-doping violation?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he kind of fucked up. I had a bet with his opponent as an 8-fight parlay, and that shit's now canceled.
It shouldn't cancel your whole parlay. It should only just take one fight away and knock your odds down.
Nah, I don't. Man, the last couple times I've had fights get pulled like that, Bellator, they just I just lose the money.
Huh? Yeah. Anytime I ever bet in like Vegas, they would just knock your odds down to the next level.
That's what I thought it would be, but it's not with Bellator, and it's probably the way they do the payouts and stuff like that. So I understand that, but I mean, it wasn't much. It was an 8-fight parlay, dude. When I do 8-fight or 9-fight parlays, I'm betting $1. I'm betting $1 or $2. I'm not betting. I'm not going crazy. I mean, it's not. I'm not really trying to hit them. It's like it's one of those shit. If $1, this one would have been $1 making 187.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking that's amazing, but what are the actual chances of that happening in all 8 fights?
Yeah, it's I was using Bet DSL, I think is what it's called, out of a while, and I was doing really good. NASCAR.
Yo, you bet on NASCAR? You bet on NASCAR?
Oh yeah, you bet who's gonna win. Their odds are crazy too, dude. It's like you can there's a couple bets I don't even understand placing them because they were like crazy odds, and it was like if this happens, I was like gonna win $1,000 off from a $5 bet. So I was like, fuck it.
Fuck it, make it 10.
Right? Yeah. Let me get $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. I don't know.
That's the shit. That's the idea is to get you in trouble though. When it comes to betting.
We used to when I lived in Vegas, we used to sit down in the sports book on Saturdays and bet college football, and you would throw together a parlay for the early games. You would throw together a parlay for the late games, and then you would throw together your mixed parlay. So that way, if your morning parlay failed, you could still go and put another parlay bet.
Jeez, that's crazy, man. I don't know how to. I wouldn't know how to act with gambling that much. I'm telling you, I know how much I can gamble and how much not to. You know. I'd love to. I'm not that fucking good. That's the problem. I don't watch sports enough, especially when it comes to like football and shit like that, to make the best decisions.
Yeah, sometimes I bet with my heart more than I should, and that's what gets me into trouble.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Shit, my fantasy football league. I'm 1 in fucking, 7 right now? Yeah, I won one game. And that was by luck. And it's not like I haven't
First
tried.
place in my fantasy football league? My fucking wife.
Oh, that's a kicker to your balls. Or are you helping her?
I'm going to kill the video real quick. I think I got a lag on my side.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that seemed to help a little bit. But yeah, dude, this card tomorrow, I'd probably end up betting with my heart.
So let's get this Johnny Hendricks. Well, let's do the main card. Not that. Yeah, let's do. Actually, I want to talk about. What do you think about Mickey Gall and Randy Brown, starting off the Fox Sports 1 card?
Let me pull up my handy dandy little app here and the fight card. Yeah, dude, I think I'm going to be up in Nashville because we have people that we know in town. So I'm trying to find out if Dave and Buster's is going to show the fight so I can jump over to Dave and Buster's around 9.
Nice. I thought they. Well, I know the one in Orlando does for big events. I don't know if they're considering. 217 a huge event, but let's see. I mean, I would.
I don't know, man. It's pretty loaded. So let's see. Randy Brown versus Mickey Gall. Mickey Gall seems to be a killer lately, man. He just seems to be the hype train derailer.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's hard to bet against the kid.
So Gall?
I'm going Gall. I'm going Gall on that one.
Myself. What about OSP versus Corey Anderson?
I gotta go with the Von St. Preux choke on that one.
Yeah, it shouldn't be called
Can he win
anymore,
by
right?
Yeah, can he be winning by the Von St. Preux choke again?
Second round, Von Flew?
That would be amazing. That would be amazing if he pulled it off again.
The Von SP?
Yeah, the Von. I like that. The Von SP.
Oh, it wasn't bad. That was just off the dome right now. So let's see. Man, you know what? And the next two fighters, yeah, I don't know them. I haven't seen any one of their fights before.
So the Walt Harris, Mark Gunn.
Yeah.
That fight, if that fight goes out of the first fucking round, I'm going to be surprised. These dudes both like to fucking throw down, and they have knockout power.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, they like to just bang. So I would not. It's either going to be an awesome highlight reel fucking KO, or it's going to be getting to the second, third round, and it's two big ass fucking dudes dragging ass.
Gassed and just hitting each other?
I'm gonna say Walt Harris on that one, just because I think he can catch him. But Mark Godbeer, man, he likes to that one's a toss up. I'm gonna flip a coin on that one.
I'll say Godbeer on that one, just because I don't know. Oh, and before I go any further, I'm gonna call my boy Curtis Blades as the winner too of his fight. He's on the
Fight Pass.
The Fight Pass card, yeah.
Yeah, I that dude can bang.
Oh man, he's out there, and he's over there training in Denver with our man Dwayne.
Dwayne Bang.
Dwayne Bang.
Yeah, dude, that next one has potential fight of the night written on it for me. James Vick. Yeah, Joe Duffy and James Vick, man, that thing has potential fight of the night. That's going to be a scrap.
I'm going with Duffy.
Oh, shit. Did I lose you?
No, I'm going with Duffy.
Okay. I'm going to go, oh, man. I don't know if I call that one, dude. I'm going to go James Vick. I think Vic's going to get it. I think it's an upset if Vic wins, but I think he's going to get it.
And then that pulls up. That's the Fox Sports 1 card. And then we have the main card. And can we get a congratulations for Johnny Hendricks for making fucking weight?
Oh, man, dude. I used to like that dude. I really did. But, wow. Talk about zero discipline. He's the kind of dude who's going to be, once he stops fighting, he's going to be like 400 pounds.
Man, I hope he doesn't. Because that's going to really, like, I can only imagine to be, one time the welterweight champ and then look like you ate 3 welterweights.
Dude, so I have it on good authority. I know some people who've trained with him. Like, while he was in that long streak of missing weight. Mm-hmm. And even during camp, he was eating Baconators and drinking, like, green Monsters. Like, that's all he lived on.
Hey. Some guys,
so,
I have a friend who, fought amateur here in Central Florida, or here in Florida, I mean. And he would, bro, that was like McDonald's and Cokes. That would be his meal. He basically intermittent fasted using McDonald's and Cokes.
Wow, that's special.
And that was his weight cut.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but he's never missed weight, so it obviously it's not good for you. But what can you say? You're like, fuck, you're making the weight.
Some dudes can do it. I don't know, man, but I don't think I see Paulo Costa's hope going in that fight. I think Johnny Hendricks was worried he was going to miss weight, so I think he's gonna do what he did, man. He's just gonna gas out. He doesn't come in. I mean, he wasn't making weight at welterweight, and now he's having trouble making weight at middleweight. What's next? Is he going to 205?
He's way too small for 205.
He's too small for 185.
That's true.
But he still carries that knockout power. So he always has that chance.
But is it sluggish?
It is. I think he's way more sluggish
at 85 than he was at 70.
When he was the 170 champion, he was throwing fast haymakers. Now he's just throwing over the top right. He kind of looks like Chuck Liddell when Chuck Liddell got his gut.
Yeah, well, I'm, as much as I hate to do this, I'm going Paulo Costa.
I gotta go Costa.
Well, we're in agreement.
And the next fight, coin in the air, and whatever side you want to give me, because I don't have a fucking clue who's going to win this fight.
Man, I'm a Masvidal fan. Purebred all day, son.
he came out looking like Jersey Shore. And is he going to even get a fight purse? He's talking about refusing to wear the Reebok gear. Like, is he just going to go out there and fight for free tomorrow night?
Hey, man, that's none of my business. That's between him and his employer. All I know is what's going to happen between him and Thompson. He's going to fuck Thompson up.
I don't know, man. You gotta get in on Thompson, man. He's a hard motherfucker to get in on. He's got that crazy karate style.
He is, just not against Masvidal.
Yeah, we'll see. I ain't even picking that one because, like I said, throw a fucking coin up in the air and see what happens.
Now we get into the championship fights. Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Rose Namajunas.
So here is my pull on this fight. I am a huge Thug Rose fan. I love this girl. And if she can take Joanna down in the beginning and get something on her neck, then she could submit her. But Joanna Champion is a fucking sniper. And when it gets to round 4, I haven't seen anybody who can fucking hang with her come round 4 and 5.
She looks just as good in the 4th and 5th rounds as she did in the first.
I agree. I can't pick against that girl. I think she's the best 115-pound women's fucking fighter in the world right now. But she is a goddamn sniper. And when it comes down to throwing those fucking elbows...
Yo, they find that she just knows where they're going to be, where your face is going to be.
She's got that fucking Demetrius Johnson fucking sixth sense sometimes.
So you're obviously going with champion, Joanna Champion.
I'm going to go Joanna in the 4th round by TKO. The only chance I think Rose has is if she gets her down on the mat and fucking just chokes the living hell out of her in like rounds 1 or 2.
So I'm going to say Thug Rose, 3rd round submission.
Oh, dang. I ain't going to be mad either way. And that's one of those fights I just love to watch because I ain't going to be mad no matter what.
This is going to be a great fight. This is, honestly, I think this is going to be way better to watch than Joanna Claudia.
Yeah, I agree. My little writing gig I have, they sent out their little thing where like it was like, pick your fight of the night. Fight of the night. Fucking everyone else is picking the next fight we're going to talk about, but I picked that one as fight of the night.
This got potential to be fight of the night. If your Walt Harris and Godbeard doesn't.
Yeah, or Duffy Vic. I mean, there's Duffy a bunch Vic, of fights on here. Yeah.
So for the bantamweight champion, Cody Garbrandt versus TJ.
Cody.
I know you're gonna say Cody. What's up? What's up with your boy Cody posting that video?
Dude, you knew it was going to come out. You knew it was going to come out.
Bro, that's so...
You knew he was going to wait.
That's such bitch shit. That's a bitch move.
You knew it was going to come out. These two haven't stopped talking shit for, what, a year and a half now?
But, yo, you don't see how fucking... Like, TJ's left this shit. He don't even fucking talk about it. Let shit fucking... Y'all motherfuckers don't know how to get water under a bridge? Like, goddamn, alpha male.
There is no... dude, they have been by the motto since the beginning. Team alpha male versus everyone. Fucking Dominic and Uriah still can't... They half-ass buried it on Uriah's fucking retirement fight. They still can't bury that shit, dude. No, they still have
each other. They legit hate each other.
But to take the complete personal thing out of it, Cody did to Dominic Cruz, I can't pick against Cody. I thought Dominic Cruz was the best fucking bantam in the fucking history of fighting. And Cody fucking made him look slow and sluggish.
He did. but I don't know if he can make TJ look just as bad. I think TJ, skill-wise, is better.
I don't know. I think TJ's only hope is to take it in deep waters and hope that fucking Cody gasses. Because he's going to be facing a reach advantage. He's going to be facing a fucking huge leg advantage, which still pisses me off. The UFC does not take this into account. If you watch Axis fights on Friday night, they still put up the leg reach. I don't understand why the UFC does not put up leg reach. But, yeah, he's going to be way longer, and he's fucking quick.
And I think he's quicker than Dominic.
Yes. We'll have to see.
I don't think, and it all depends on what TJ shows up, you know. But I'm gonna go with the upset with Dillashaw.
I don't even know if it's an upset. That fight might be a pick'em by the time the fight hits.
Oh, that's true. I mean, everybody.
I think it was like last time I saw it was like.
Well, the upset of the champion.
Yeah,
definitely.
But I think last time I saw the odds, it was like minus 180, plus 150.
Damn, that's pretty even.
Yeah.
Now, for the main event, Michael Bisping, GSP.
All right. So I got to give a little history on this one. I am not a GSP fan. I'm a fan of GSP as a human. I'm a fan of GSP before he won the title. But after Sarah beat GSP, I despise watching GSP. He would lay and pray. He was just there to hold on to titles. Really, the most damage he's done since then is when he beat up Koscheck with that jab.
Destroyed his fucking eyeball.
Yeah.
His orbital.
But with that being said, I'm picking GSP.
I'm picking GSP too. And I think he's going to jab the shit out of Michael Bisping's blind eye.
I'm going to take it one step farther. GSP is going to submit Michael Bisping in the 4th round.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you why. And it has to do with a little man crush I have. GSP has been training a lot with the Danaher Death Squad. And he apparently has been putting some new submissions into his repertoire. I think that, especially after today's interview at the weigh-ins, I believe that anybody who knows anything about GSP knows about his whole bullying thing. When he was a kid, he was picked on and bullied, and that's why he got into karate and everything. I feel like he looks at Bisping like a bully. And with Michael Bisping calling him a pussy, a fucking pussy today at the weigh-ins and saying he's going to destroy that fucking pussy, I feel like GSP is taking this to heart, and he wants to beat up this kid for all the small kids who got picked on.
Ooh. So you're going psychological in this fight.
Well, come on, man. You know I got to do that shit.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I think it's going to be a great card.
Yes, I cannot deny that one. I just got to see if I'm going to watch it when it's happening, or if I got to order the pay-per-view and fucking record that shit at home and catch it as soon as I get home.
Well, it shouldn't be too bad, right? I mean, it's fuck. The Fox Sports 1. You forget the Fox Sports 1 on your mobile, Fight Pass on your mobile. It's the main card that's really the issue.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. But, I mean, luckily for me, I'm not on the West Coast anymore. On the West Coast, your shit starts at 7 o'clock. Here, I at least got till 9. So, wife has to work tomorrow. And then when she gets off work, she's going to come grab me. We're going to go meet our people. And I can't say what kind of trouble I'm going to get into. Because, I don't know. You know, I've been known, sometimes you go out and you think you're just going to fucking hang out for an hour. And then, like, 8 hours later, you're just getting into the car.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot. I'm that horrible friend who's like, let's just go have one beer, and then one beer turns into like one keg.
Which one got you drunk? You're pointing at all 5 beers. With your hand open out. With your hand open out.
Yeah, a perfect example of this, and my buddy still talks about this to this day. It was like St. Patrick's Day, let's see, 2004, I think. No, 2005. It would have been like the year I turned 21. Or a year after I turned 21. My buddy looks at me and goes, "Hey man, you wanna go up to the bar and grab a green beer? I know you got to work tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he's like, "Okay." So we go up to the bar. I'm like, "Yeah, we're just gonna have one beer, right?" "Yep." 8 hours later, I had the last green beer.
What the fuck? How did?
Went home, slept for like 3 hours, and went to work. And to this day, I believe this is the reason why his wife does not want him to hang out with me. And they weren't even together at this time. They weren't even together at that time.
She just heard the story and knew you were a bad influence.
Dude, everyone's wife thinks I'm a bad influence. It's like, it's so funny. Like, I've had people like be like, we were in Vegas one time, and just based on my looks alone, we were sitting there, and it was like me, my now wife, and like 4 of our other friends. And this lady actually looked at her kid and was like, "Whatever you do, don't grow up to be like that guy."
Wow.
And me, I don't keep my mouth shut very well. My filter's fucking horrible. And like very loudly, I was like, "Yes, do not be like me. You do not want to have a master's degree. You do not want to have a full-time job. Do not be like me."
Fucking pissing people off, Chad.
That's how I roll, dude. I'm pretty good at it. I ain't good at a lot of shit, but I'm pretty good at pissing people off.
Well, sorry, thought I lost you. But so that's the card, man. Break down the card. I mean, I know you're fucking one happy pig right now, or like a pig in mud. Sorry, one happy pig, like a pig in mud right now with fucking Bader's victory.
Oh yeah, dude. I was waiting to see if he'd text me back. Fucking, he usually doesn't get back to me until like 4 a.m. because they always go out and fucking party after the fight, and they'll just get a random text at like 4 a.m.
Well, hopefully you get that text. You know, congratulate him. Let him know I said congratulations as well.
Yeah, he's gonna be psyched, dude. He's got man. This is huge for him. I mean, I think he's getting ready to reopen his actual gym in Arizona here pretty soon.
Really?
So, yeah, because power shut down because they couldn't renew the lease with the building manager. The building manager didn't want to renew the lease with them. They got bought out or something like that, and then so they were like kind of half-ass training here and there, and then like right now they're in. Oh, like an industrial park where like you have like the big garage doors and it's kind of like a mini warehouse. Yeah, they have the cage and the ring set up in there and the mats, and then my old trainer, which anyone who watched the fucking fight tonight, the guy in the corner with the beard, that beard will not be there very much longer because Bader gets to shave it every time he wins. Well, Jason told him that anyone who won a championship got to shave his beard off, and then I believe the deal is anytime they defended, they also get to shave the beard off. But yeah, he does his training out of this place, but I know there's been talk of them getting another like 30,000 square foot facility and building or rebuilding power back up.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I know you're happy about that. I know that you were hurt when that gym closed too.
I had a lot of fucking. There's a lot of Chad in that place when they closed that place. For sure, I left a lot of fucking sweat. I know I left some blood. Fucking probably left some fucking tears there too. But yeah, it was crazy. I'm still trying to find I don't think I'm gonna find a gym around here. I think I'm just gonna, like I said, build my own little place. And what do you call yours? The Fat Boy Lunchbox?
I call mine the Fat Boy's Lunchbox.
Well, you're going to have to be changing that here pretty soon. You're going to have to go like medium fat kid lunchbox.
Nah, I can't, man. I'm still a fat kid, man. I'm still a fat kid. I just look better. That's it.
Dude, a fat kid's a mentality, man. I used to have friends. I used to call my friend Katie. She was my LFK. She was my little fat kid because tiny, but she could fucking mow down some food and drink some beers. And I was like, "You're just like a little LFK, aren't you?" And she's like, "What?" I was like, "A little fat kid." I was like, "You little fat kid. You got that mentality." And I'm probably the only motherfucker who could ever get away with that. I think if her husband told her that now, she'd probably fucking divorce him.
Well, yeah, that's a pretty nifty. I'm gonna start thinking about that. Let's just use initials. Let's not just say what it is. Come up with three different words to mean it.
I tend to do that a lot. I throw out the monogram initials a lot, dude. Oh, but I do gotta tell you this before we jump off from here. Mm-hmm. You would have been very proud of me. I managed to work 3 MMA references into my wedding vows.
Huh.
Yeah.
Can you drop them?
Well, my vows started off with something along the lines of, me and you are like Forrest and Bonner together, or separately we're just weird and awkward, but together we make magic. And then there was a reference to embracing the grind. So I got a little Goldberg in there. And then, oh man, I don't remember what the third one was. It was kind of like a whirlwind of fucking 15 minutes. But yeah, I managed to drop three references to MMA in my wedding vows, and all my friends are like, only you would be able to get away with this, and only your wife would let you get away with this.
Yeah, I don't know how my wife would feel about that. She probably would have slapped the shit out of me. Or not.
Yeah. Well, mine hasn't slapped the shit out of me yet, but I'm sure it's coming at some point. Apparently, me and you have had a conversation about weird shit you do in your sleep.
Yes, I remember.
So, apparently at 4:15 this morning, I posted up on my elbows, kind of like anyone who's familiar with yoga, mini cobra pose. Looked my wife dead in the fucking eyes and asked her, "Are you going to get the TV? It's on sale." And I was yelling about the TV being on sale, and then she realized I was completely asleep and I was dreaming, but I was having a full-fledged conversation about if she was going to get the TV because it was on sale.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you'll have that, I guess.
Well, I have talked before in my sleep. She just usually my wife's asleep too, but man, the one was still when I turned.
Choke, dude.
I turned. No, now this is a different one too. The choke was a real event, and then this one, I think this one hurt her more. But I sleep on my stomach usually, and
me too.
I guess I was turning to my back, and when I turned to my back, I had my open palm and my arm just whipped around, just like
spinning back fist.
Yes, and it just went, bah! Hit her so hard that she woke up and proceeded to slap me, but I woke up getting slapped, not knowing I had just hit her, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's funny.
She basically had to tell me, "Why don't you calm down? You hit me," and I'm like, "I didn't hit you. What are you talking about?"
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude. Yeah, I apparently do all kinds of stupid shit in my sleep. Like, I want to videotape myself at some point, but at the same point, I don't, because I just want it to be like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster. I want it to just be a story.
Oh, you know, you bring this up. I needed once to. I thought about recording myself sleeping. Because there was a time, and I don't know what it was. It must have been like after I watched a Paranormal Activity or something. But I was legit just waking up and sitting straight up for about 15, 20 minutes and then falling right back to sleep. My wife said it creeped her the fuck out.
Dude, I am so excited to live in Tennessee simply for the paranormal. Like,
That's right.
I got myself a fucking EVP little electronic voice recorder, dude. I bought it for school so then I can like take down ideas when I have them on the road.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when I bought it, I spent the extra money to get the one with like dual mics, just so when I go to fucking do like the ghost hunting stuff, because I have them all over here, I can fucking take it with me.
There's how many tours do they have up there? Ghost tours? Have you found?
Dude, I can't even count. There's a place that's like 15 miles from our house called Ripa Villa, which is an old mansion. You go there for like 8 hours from like, I think it's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and they take you on a guided tour, and then you get like 3 hours by yourself, and you get full access to the house to conduct your own investigation, access to the graveyard, and access to the slave graveyard.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like, I was like, oh man, I really want to do that. My buddy was telling me about it before he moved here, and he's like, yeah, it's pretty expensive. And I was like, well, how much is it? Like $200-300 a person? He's like, it's like $60. I'm like, take my money now.
$60 and for 8 hours? That's the best return of investment ever.
Right? Like, I was just like, well, not only do you get to go in this cool ass fucking ancient house, you get to conduct a fucking ghost adventures type shit. I'm in.
Fucking awesome.
But yeah, there's tours around Nashville. I was just reading an article the other day of like the most haunted places in Tennessee. There's like 3 or 4 places here or within driving distance that ghost adventures have done. I'm like, yep, sign me up.
Well, that's awesome, man. I hope you enjoy finding your ghosts.
Well, you got to figure, I mean, all the Civil War stuff that's here, dude. There's a bunch of crazy shit that's went out in the state.
Fuck yeah. Shit, there's people that live in those mountains that people don't know.
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. There's you see some people who you wouldn't think were involved in society down here. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. I've seen some people like just driving around. I'm like, you don't get out much, do you? But yeah, they were just out for like their quarterly shopping trip or whatever. But oh yeah, dude.
You said quarterly.
Yeah, it's like their quarterly shopping trip. Like everything else, they raise on the farm and shoot with their own guns and trade with their neighbors. But oh yeah, we saw some places driving across the country. There's definitely some people out there who are still like that. Like Mountain Men on History Channel. That ain't no fucking joke.
No, not at all. Not at all. I was gonna ask you because you just brought up, out where you're living, and I know the last podcast we had talked about how far are you from the Appalachian Trail?
So I was looking this up because I remember you were talking about it before, and I was looking it up, and I was like, all right, fucking, let's start getting back into shape so we can do this. So the Appalachian Trail that runs through Tennessee, it's all the way on the east side. So we're like, if you think about Tennessee, Memphis is the west, Nashville is the center, and Knoxville is the east. The trail that runs through Tennessee apparently is about 150 miles long and actually comes into Tennessee, goes out of Tennessee into North Carolina, and comes back into Tennessee.
Yes, that I knew a portion of that. And so it's a couple hundred miles from your location.
Yeah, I think it's, let's see, what did we figure out? The wife just drove to Atlanta, and it was a 4.5-hour drive for her from our house to Atlanta.
That's not bad.
No, I think we can get to Knoxville in like 3 or 3.5 hours. Tennessee's a weird state. Like, the Tennessee north to south is only 150 miles.
Yeah, it's the east to west.
Yeah, that's when the long shit happens. That's why we have 2 time zones. But yeah, I was looking up the Appalachian Trail thing because I remember you brought that up, and I was like, and I just happened to be sitting in front of the computer the other day, and I was like, oh.
You thinking about me? You're sitting on the computer? Is that what it is?
Maybe I like to dream. Dream about you.
That's kind of creepy.
We can touch beards.
You know what? I wish my beard's so close to my face. It's just not even a beard; it's stubble.
Dude, when I was in Texas, I went down, did a wedding, and we actually, my favorite picture of the whole entire wedding is me and this other dude that we met. He had a big ass beard, and we have our beards on the bride's cheeks. Like beard kisses on the bride's cheek. It was like my favorite picture of the whole fucking weekend.
That's awesome. So.
But yeah, I'm down to give that shit a try. I don't even know what it's like, man. I don't know if you have like, I was looking and there's like places that people keep up that you can stop and camp at. But if you don't get there before somebody, then you might not have a place to sleep.
Yeah, that's in the trail itself, and then I guess those are the best, or those are the only spots you're allowed to camp at. Been looking into that because you're right. It's kind of crazy if you don't get a spot, you're kind of fucked, and then if you get caught camping or something happens to you when you're camping outside of that area, you're kind of fucked too.
Yeah, and then, like, I don't know if you're allowed to, like, carry a gun. I'm sure you are, because I think you can open carry in Tennessee.
Well,
like, I don't know if you can carry a gun.
See, that's where you're. That's a national park, so you should be able to.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, who knows what kind of wildlife you're gonna fucking encounter?
Yep. That's the scary part. Who was
Yeah.
Shit, I just heard a story of somebody who. Oh, fuck. Was it Adam Greentree who just got attacked by a bear or damn near got attacked by a bear? Or was it No, it wasn't Cameron.
No, Cameron just ran.
The Moab. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. No, it was somebody. It was just somebody else. I know. I think it was Adam.
But you want to know? Okay, you want to know what though? You just said, man, that's fucking crazy. You realize doing the trail through Tennessee, you're only looking at like 50 miles less than the fucking Moab.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to run it in 3 days. There's a difference. And I'm also talking about. I'm cool with, hey, if I hike a couple of days, you know, and then I got to there, and then so I'll come back in 2 weeks and come and finish off. I'm not trying to through hike the fucking thing.
Oh, you gotta go fucking hardcore. It's one of those things, like, I learned this when I climbed Mount Adams. Like, I feel like depending on what your mentality is and like how much you actually enjoy it, it's one of those things where you might only do it once, so you just want to do as much as you can. Like you just want to like pick a time frame and just go as far. Like one of my favorite lines I've ever heard, and I learned this in my one of my favorite leadership classes ever, is not everyone has the same summit. So like, yeah, okay, the Appalachian Trail is like what, 2,200 fucking crazy miles long?
Yep.
Okay, maybe one person's summit is doing 10 miles of it, and just to say that they did part of the Appalachian Trail, where somebody else's summit is all 2,200 miles of it. But yeah,
you're absolutely right. Everybody's got different
like
goals.
When I did the mountain, we started at base camp, we climbed what they call lunch counter, and then the next day everyone who wanted to go climbed to the summit. And I would say like a third of the class made it to lunch counter, a third of the class attempted to summit, and then a third of the class actually summited the full mountain. But no matter what, everyone reached their summit. And then there was one guy there that he was so driven to have the summit be his summit, he went back and tried it 4 times.
Wow.
He made it his 4th time.
I was just about to ask, did he need to try it a 5th, or did he make it?
Oh, he made it his 4th time, and that was like his ever. But it became an obsession for him. It's like people who get belts. Some people do jiu-jitsu and they will become a blue belt, and that's what they are. And some people will do jiu-jitsu and they'll become a brown belt, and that's what they are. And then you have people who the only drive they have is to be that black belt. So that's what they're going to do, and that's going to be their only focus, and they're not going to consider anything a success until they get to that black belt level.
I think everybody's goal is that, I truly.
But not everyone's summit is going to be that though,
that's correct.
There are people who are going to be a black belt.
There's a lot of people that are going to be a black belt.
Yeah, and I know, like, even if you go over to like the 10th planet system, to become a black belt, you have to come up with your own like set of moves. So like I think Gio Martinez has like his own set of moves that are just an armbar variation, and then of course you have like Nathan Orchard, who has like the dead orchard and all that. They have to create those before they can even reach the black belt level.
Did not know that. Interesting.
Yeah, I learned a lot of shit when I watched EBI. But yeah, that's like, and there's certain people who may be great jiu-jitsu people. And maybe they can choke the fuck out of you and be awesome at that. But you would never potentially have the creative process to develop that whole entire skill set. So that would be their hindrance. That would be what kept them from getting to that next summit. But they still reached the level that they reached, and they can still choke the fuck out of you. But they never quite made that last, little hurdle.
Damn, that's just thinking about that if that would stop me. Because, man, honestly, when I'm grappling, I don't feel like I'm creative at all. At all. But,
but you have another way of looking at it too. You still looked at jiu-jitsu in a different way. So you technically have that creative side. It might not come out on the mat because you're not a black belt level yet. I mean, you're still really in a learning phase.
Yes, extremely.
Like, I think it was Jake Watson, the kid I told you to follow.
Yes.
he posted something one day. I think it was something that Gracie said, and it was like, you will learn all the way up until you're a black belt with a red stripe. And even then you will still continue to learn, but at that point you can start to teach. Like the Gracie theorem, a lot of people will reach black belt and they may be great at following instructions and doing what they're told, but
being able to
could they turn around? Yeah. It's a whole nother part of the mind that you have to engage to be able to do that. Like I know people who, dude, I can put an instruction booklet in front of them and they could do everything boom, 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 boom. But if I said, here's a word, or if I gave them an instruction booklet and had like every 10th word missing, they couldn't do it, even though it's the exact same task.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's that creative. I've been really getting into the left brain, right brain fucking study because it's starting to change because the left brain, right brain is starting to move into the digital age. And I find it fascinating because you have so many people who, and I've been talking to a lot of people about this, especially down here, because down here, people still shake hands and they still say hello and you should still talk to people. And on the West Coast, as I told you at the beginning, it's very head down. Nobody talks to each other. Very in their own world. But if you put them on Facebook, they could have a conversation with anybody in the world. You pull them off from Facebook, and they couldn't have a conversation with somebody.
Man, I guess life is different here, and you know, we're not. At least I try not to be. I mean, shit. There's you see that there's a lot of that, but I never realized it was that fucking bad elsewhere.
Yeah, my buddy has the best stories ever, man. He works for a company in California, and he flat out told me if you can walk into his office and shake his hand and look him in the eye, he'll hire you. You don't even have to fucking have all the qualifications. Because every single applicant he was getting, if you could do the interview over Facebook, they would have been golden. But as soon as you put them in front of somebody, they couldn't fucking have a conversation. I mean, if you think about it, me and you have never actually met.
This is true.
A podcast and talk for 3 fucking hours. How weird would it be if we got in person and couldn't come up with something to talk about?
That'd be incredibly weird, especially since the topics we talk about have nothing to do with really technology.
Yeah,
or based on, you know what I mean?
On the West Coast, it's like that. People could sit here, and if they didn't have to look at you, or they only had to look at you through a video screen, they could have a full conversation with you. You get in person, they can't hold that conversation. They just it's like they shut down socially. I mean, I was raised very sociable. Like on my fucking shell until I was in like 8th grade. But once I came out of my shell, people were like, "Get back in, get back in." But like on the West Coast, people have that. They build up that shell. Like people don't. It's insane how many people I met on the West Coast, and you hold out your hand to shake their hand, and no reciprocation. Or like you go in for a handshake, it gets so weird.
But is it like people our age too? Or is it just
dude.
People?
No, older people our age, just people in general out there. I mean, I remember I walked in the job interviews and I'll be like, "How you doing? I'm Chad." Hold my hand out, and the guy would just sit in his chair.
Oh, y'all don't do this here? Y'all don't do that here?
I'm just like, you know, you do that like kind of awkward, like, just kind of brush something off your leg or what, you know, okay, cool. But yeah, when I did hiring, when I worked in Vegas, one of my friends actually, the person who hired me told me the only reason they hired me is because I was from the Midwest. they're like, we looked at your resume and we saw that you just moved here from the Midwest, so that's why we hired you. I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, you weren't from California. I'm like, okay. And I didn't understand that until I started meeting people, and I was like, oh yeah. Or like, I'm talking to people our age, dude. You hold out your hand to, you're obviously going in for a handshake, and they'll just slap your hand. It's like, oh hey, how's it going?
That's so weird to me.
Yeah, it's probably the reason I got into psychology. Like, I feel like I've been running psychological experiments on people since I was like 12.
Keep me out of it.
No, you're definitely in this shit.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking up the whole test, or maybe not.
Dude, I've been becoming like obsessed, and this is like the worst thing to become obsessed with. I've been becoming obsessed with, like, I call them Instagram whores. I don't know if there's a technical term for it, but like the people who have to have likes.
Yes.
And I find them fascinating. Like, I can't get into the whole Kardashian thing and all them, but I find certain people on Instagram to just be fascinating. And I'm like, why am I looking at these people? And I'm like, I know why I'm looking at these people, but I should stop looking at these people. Because they will just post stuff simply for likes. That's all they care about.
And the most random shit they would talk about, but showing their ass.
Yeah, they're like, have you heard what Trump did? No, I'm looking at your fucking ass.
And she's twerking in the video.
Yeah, like I love that video you posted the other day where people were ruining the food shots. And those people, like, literally looked like they were going to cry because someone ruined their Instagram picture of a food shot.
Yo, plenty of people got upset.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, I don't understand it, dude. But I don't understand it. I understand it, but I don't get it. Like, at the same time, I'm like, okay, I understand why you're doing that, but why? I want further explanation, and this is the problem I have, because, like, I'll ask people for further explanation, and they're like, "You're an asshole." Well, yeah, kind of, but I'm just trying to learn here.
Let me understand.
Yeah, like I got a buddy who lives in Michigan. Dude, he's never left our area. I grew up in a town. The town where I went to high school was like 10,000 people, and that's only because there's a liberal arts college there. And I know so many people who've never left that area, like, trying to tell me about everything that's going on in the world. And I'm like, finally, I just called him out. I go, dude, here's the deal. I go, if you want to take personal offense to this, you can. I don't give a shit. I go, you lived here, you moved here, you married this person. This is what you've done. This is the only place you've ever been. Don't tell me how it is in the fucking world. I go, I've lived in like 3 of the largest cities in the United States. I go, I'm literally right down the road from what you're telling me is going on the news. You're sitting in front of a TV. I'm literally here. This is how it is. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're fucking stupid. I was like, I still like you. I was like, we've been buddies for a long time, but dude, you're a fucking moron. And he's like, well, this is how it is, and this is the reason why it's bad. And I'm like, oh, really? Have you been here? No. I'm like, okay, so you're gonna tell me how it is, even though I can walk out my door and fucking see what's going on. Okay, cool.
There's so many people who can't open their eyes and don't. The sheeple. The sheeple haven't been woke yet.
Yeah, and like, I like to get into conspiracy theory like side of stuff. I like to hear the views. Like, I like to listen to the people who believe the Earth is flat. I really do.
Well, I like to know. See, I like to hear them. So the same thing, so I can know how they got to that conclusion.
Yeah, like what made you get to here? Like what influenced you? How far do we need to go? This is again the psychological side of me. Where do we need to go back? Who do we have to discuss of why you believe this. And then there's those few topics where I'm just like, huh, all right, I want to look into this.
Yeah, and then there's the other bullshit ones where you're just like, you don't know if they actually believe it or they're trolling you.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing to really, like, I have friends, I know that they're fucking trolls, and I also know that they know what buttons to push on me to get a reaction, but I can't stop the reaction. Like, it's like a freight train, and when it's coming, it's coming. You're just going to have to deal with them.
Does it have to do with Flat Earth?
No. I honestly, firmly do not know anybody personally who actually believes that the Earth is flat.
See, I know one guy, but I don't know if he's actually trolling because he's doing such a fucking good job that it makes you wonder. Yeah,
it's like, all right, where are you really at on this? Like, I guess the most recent one that I've listened to is, and that has actually made me think, is the Vegas shooting. Horrible tragedy.
Yes.
But there are a lot of questions that are very similar to, like, the JFK assassination and, like, you know, the big conspiracy theories that are out there. Questions that people just can't answer. And it's like, and I used to work in the hotel industry in Vegas, so I have a different point of view of this. And I'm just sitting there going, how did this motherfucker get all this stuff up to the room? Like, how did this get broken out? How did this happen? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to think on this anymore. I'm like, it's horrible that these people died. I know people who have connections to these people who died. And at the same time, I'm just like, all right, I need to stop thinking about shit real quick.
It makes you wonder who the fuck could do this if it was possible.
Yeah,
and why? What's the end?
Yeah, what were you promised? Like, did you really think you were going to get out of that room and go live on a beach in fucking Turks and Caicos or whatever?
Shit, no, no one knows.
Yeah,
like could very well be a Patsy.
Yeah, and you know what a horrible thing for me to watch is? Do you watch American Horror Story?
No, I do not, but I heard that this season was all about politics, and there was one specific episode that dealt with a shooting like this in Vegas, and that they even cut out portion of it.
So I've been an American Horror Story fan since the beginning. I watched every season, and I feel like they're all tying together and everything. But one of the most famous serial killer cases in the world ever, Zodiac Killer, in America, because it's never been solved. No one's ever cracked the code. Supposedly, there's a special coming out in 2 weeks where they have new evidence, and yes, I'm going to watch it because I'm that guy. But they bring up an interesting kind of like idea about it, that the Zodiac Killer, a group of like revolutionary wannabe people who were killing people for a completely different reason, and then somebody who had nothing to do with the case started writing the letters into the newspapers and printing off the code and everything, and then maybe the person who was doing all that stuff wasn't even associated with the case, and that's why they can't solve it. And I'm like, God damn it, now I'm going to start researching the Zodiac Killer again.
That's fucking... Wow. Dude, how do they know? Like, how can they even make those decisions and say, yeah, this, or we think this? You know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shit's so old, and you're trying to, if you, even if there's people living that were witnesses, or can you really trust what they got to fucking say?
Yeah, and
supposedly I'm just saying, I don't remember shit.
Most people don't. And supposedly this new evidence that's being introduced is possibly something that's in the evidence box that was never tested for DNA and may have DNA on it. It's kind of how they're like advertising it. But at the same time, all I can think about is like back in, I think it was the 80s, when Geraldo Rivera was going to open up Al Capone's tomb or whatever.
I remember that.
And they opened it up and there was nothing there.
So
I was
sad.
like, oh, is this going to be one of those situations? So I'm not getting my hopes up about it, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I know I'm going to watch it. This is the reason I have DVR now. I can actually fast forward the stuff.
Who's producing it? Or is it coming out?
It's on the History Channel, I believe. It's either I think it's the History Channel.
I'm writing that down so I don't forget, so I can check it out.
Yeah, it's like New Evidence, the Zodiac Killer. I don't know. I've been catching up on TV like while I work on stuff on the computer and do stuff around the house, so I have it on as background noise a lot. So I put like these little nuggets in my head. I'm like, okay, go back and check this out.
Well, I hope it's interesting. Let's see what they got to say. But don't you hate when they fucking dangle that shit? Like, why the fuck don't you just tell people?
Gotta draw those ratings in, man. You gotta draw those sponsors and all that shit, man. It's the same reason fucking certain fighters talk shit to each other even though they're friends. Like, you gotta get people interested. Apparently the new UFC game that they debuted the trailer for this morning apparently has a feature, like has a new career mode in it. And I think it's similar to what they did in Madden this year, where you like start off in a local gym and you actually have to hype your character up and get people to follow you and whatever. And like you have to create like beefs with other fighters to get more money for like different things.
That's kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, I think it's awesome. There was a racing game I was playing for a while where like you had to gain followers to open up different levels. I don't know, Forza Horizons. Like you actually had to get followers, and then those followers would open up more of the map.
So Forza is a dangerous game for me because I love it. I really do, and I actually ended up buying my first Xbox 360 was because I think it was Forza 3 came out on it. It was the last Forza on the 360, and I played it at a friend's house, at a coworker's house, and it was so good and it felt so awesome. I was like, oh, I need this. So then I go down the rabbit hole of buying Forza and stuff, and luckily, like for maybe 6 or 7 months, all I would do after work was Forza. And shit, that wasn't. I wasn't training back then. I spent so much fucking time, and I fucking love that game. I'm addicted to it. So I'm fucking so scared to get like to even play the new like another Forza, especially on the one.
Yeah, I've only had 2 games that ever did that to me, and the first one was Doom on the computer, and the second one was fucking Tony Hawk.
Yo, that game, it just turned, what, 21 or 17?
Something like that, dude. I just remember, like, being a kid, and my buddy had a PlayStation 2, and he's like, you should come over and play Tony Hawk. And we would literally go to people's houses and just play Tony Hawk for hours. Like, you would pass the controller around.
I remember those days before they had the 4-player split screens.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, I remember, that game was dangerous for me. I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, my man, I mean, I said we were going to make this short, and like normal, we never do.
Yeah, you'll have that, but it's pretty late. We should probably wrap this shit up, you think?
We should, yeah, hold on. So, thank you for coming on the podcast, and I'll catch up with you soon.
Anytime, man, anytime.
Hold on, all right?
Thank you for listening to the Fat Boy Podcast. Have a nice day.